This was insane to witness. The question is, should Cowboys fans be worried? How do we feel, Cowboys Nation? We just played the Los Angeles Rams. We got our first look at the Dallas Cowboys with the final score of 31-21. Cowboys Nation, let me know how you feel in the comments. Welcome back. Welcome back to Cowboys Digest. My name is Tyree, Allison. We appreciate you checking in. As always, really quick, before we get started, we did notice 79% of you watching are not subscribed. As always, this is your number one source for everything Dallas Cowboys. So please hit that subscribe button. It is 100% free. And this is your number one source. We're always hitting you with the latest news as soon as we get it. So, okay, let's take a minute and breathe, because this game, 31-21. We're going to go through some stats. I want to go through my personal takes throughout the quarters. And then we're going to go further. So first, quarter one, Stetson Bennett, he got the start. Stetson Bennett, he definitely didn't look as terrible as he did against us last season. He's definitely gotten better. He got the start. First drive, he leads him down the field. Blake Corum, touchdown. He actually had the first two of the game. By the way, get Andrew Booth off the field. Get him off the field. He's done. He's not a Cowboys corner. He's not a good corner. Get number 25 off the field. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's go a little bit further. Milton went three and out twice. His first two possessions, he went 3 and out twice. 1 yard of offense the entire first quarter. Side note, CeeDee got ran over. CeeDee got ran over by a ref. I got a picture of that coming up. We're looking like the classic Cowboys right now, but let me build this up before I end this off here. So, quarter one, terrible, but again, as Shotty said, don't expect anything crazy in this preseason in its totality. Going into quarter two, Joe Milton started the second quarter. Flags basically got us down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back penalties, of course. Inside the 20. So it was like Milton's driving us down the field. Everything's going okay. It's like, all right, we're doing some driving, and then boom. The second we start getting close, back-to-back penalties. This is like classic Cowboy stuff. Like, we've seen it a million times. Milton almost threw a pick. Phil Maffa looked great. He looked great, and as I've mentioned in a couple other videos, when he's with that starting O-line and got Dak under center, reading it up, carving it up, Phil Maffa, Jaden Blue, it's going to work. There are positive signs out of this game. Phil Maffa looked great. Don't let the penalties that resulted in some of those runs that he had, come back, deter you. He looked great. No two ways about it. Now, what else I got here? He did throw the ball better in the second quarter. As a whole, he ended the second quarter with 2 field goals. It was 14-6 at the end. Brandon Aubrey, he's our star kicker. I had to mention him because a kicker on the Vikings kicked like a 70-yard field goal, and there's a lot of hype about it on Twitter. Brandon Aubrey's coming for that. We're kicking a 70+ this year as well. So that was just a nice side. That was a side note I had to throw in there. Going into quarter three, we started the third quarter fast, but Joe Milton threw a pick to a guy named Lampkin, and then we got the ball back instantly with an interception of our own by Israel Mumaku, to safety, number 24. The offense didn't do anything with that takeaway. Rams got the ball back to get 3 and make it 17-3 in the mid-third quarter. The third quarter was very, very Cowboys third quarter-esque, throwing an interception on one end, getting it back on the other, not being able to do anything with it when you get it back. Offense gets the ball back, still puts up some points. Again, Coach Shotty told us that this is exactly what we were going to see going into the preseason. It's going to be very vanilla, very plain. We're not giving anything away. I respect it. Fourth quarter take, the Rams start the ball, making it 24. Rams start with the ball, making it 24-6. Milton gets it back, and he leads a strong drive down the field for 7. Pass to Fairweather and a two-point conversion, to Josh Kelly, making it 24-14 in the mid-fourth. Next possession, Rams ran all over us. For all intents and purposes, they were doing it all game. I just didn't mention it in the first and second and third quarter takes because it kind of really goes without saying. The Rams were running the ball. In my eyes, down our throat. And I got some stats I'm gonna show you soon. This is just bear with me here. I'm just giving you my takes before we get into some of the numbers I'm gonna show. The Rams possession again. They ran all over us. Finished off. Bennett had a touchdown pass to Presley on a rollout following Cowboys possession. Will Gear. He looked better. Will Gear, number 15, the third string quarterback. He looked better than Milton. Milton was out there throwing the ball ridiculously hard. I mean, no touch. No touch. Cannon, yes. Touch, no. Absolutely none. Put Will Gear in the game. I need to see more of Will Gear because it looks like Will Gear might be more of a suitable backup for Dak, given his presence when he came in and his smarts when he just navigated the field. I mean, he went right down the field and scored. My full takeaways, run stopping is still the Cowboys' biggest hurdle. The secondary is second. We had a defensive back. I have to pull him up. I'm sorry, I don't have him right now. Other went down with the hamstring. We need to go get Gilmore. We need to go get Stephon Gilmore. He needs to be a Cowboy again. We need depth, and there's no two ways about it. We have too much on OP. Too much on OP regardless of how much we're not showing. We're trying to keep secret. When I say that, I mean we gave up too much. We gave up too much all the way around. Regardless of Coach Shoddy not wanting to show anything, as a whole, the Cowboys still look kind of soft. They still look kind of soft. They look like they weren't out there hitting too heavy. It looked like nobody wasn't trying to get hurt. Joe Milton was no doubt nervous. Phil Maffa looks great. We need to see Will Gear at QB2 in the next games. The Rams in total ran for 181 yards. My best takeaway, Trevon Holden. He's a great receiver, number 7. He's got Diggs' number, which tells me that Diggs is coming with a new number. He's wearing number 7 out there. Trevon Holden, when he's with Dak, he's going to be a secret weapon for the Cowboys outside of the young running backs and Kevontae Turpin. Let's get into the numbers aspect because it's just kind of, Joe Milton, 17-29, 143 yards, average 4.9, not bad, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 68.6 rating. Will Gear comes in 2 for 3, 14 yards. Again, I mean, he just kind of came in and instantly just came in and got it done. He came in and looked good. It doesn't reflect. Looks like the touchdown, it looks like it doesn't reflect the touchdown that he had. I got my numbers a little bit early, but I like Will Gear a little bit more than Milton. Stetson Bennett went 16 of 24, 188 yards, averaging 7.8, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a rating of 100.7. Again, last season when we played Stetson Bennett, he had like 4 interceptions and 1 pick. So again, we looked a little mid. Overall, looking at the rushing, again, Phil Maffa with 10 carries, 36. Malik Davis had 7 carries, 63. I mean, averaging 9, averaging 3, averaging 4, averaging 6, averaging 5, averaging 4 off 1 carry, 2 carry, 2 carry, 4 carry, 10 carry, 7 carries. It's not terrible. 148 yards total. Offensive line got a little bit of movement, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy, but I'm not mad at it. I know with the starting offensive line and with the two-headed monster we have in Maffa and Jaden Blue, we're going to be okay. But, I'm sorry, let's get to this part. The receiving. The receiving wasn't terrible. It was all over the place. Again, around 150-something plus yards. Not terrible. 1 touchdown. I mean, in its totality, everybody got the ball. It was spread out pretty well. But Joe Milton was throwing that ball way too fast all the way around. All the way around. An interesting tweet. Cowboys first 2 defensive series possessions. 2 touchdowns, 9 first downs given. 140 total yards, 5.8 yards per play. 14 nothing. It looked like Shoddy said, don't expect anything. And I just have to kind of chuck it up to that. We have this to look forward to. We have a dynamic duo in CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens coming in, who have a combined second most receiving career yards in the NFL since 2022 at 7,100. That's our light. That's our light in shining armor. And of course, one of them got hit by a ref. It's like when you see those videos and it goes, my name is CeeDee Lamb. And you're probably wondering how I got here. Listen, Cowboys do not need to be doing Cowboys things this season. We don't. We need to be locked in. Overall, watching this game, my main takeaways are like what I said. I think Joe Milton was nervous. I think Phil Maffa looked great. We gave up too much offensively, defensively. We just gave up too much regardless of how vanilla we weren't trying to look. And it looks like, when we watch that next game, the next preseason game, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Shoddy says, you know what, let me shake it up a little bit, maybe throw a couple things in here, maybe give a look or two, but not look so offensively weak. That's my take. Thank you for checking out Cowboys Digest. We just lost to the Rams. It's okay. It's preseason. It's early. No major injuries, which is huge. 31-21 is okay. We will be back with more next time. We appreciate you checking this out. We'll see you next time. Thanks.